Okay, powers in algebra. So going over some terms, polynomial. So on your next test, I might ask you for some definitions, and these are some definition words you want to know. Okay, you don't need to memorize it word for word, but you need to know what I'm talking about. So a polynomial. Shh, Mohini. Okay. Polynomial is a collection of terms. And this in particular is called a trinomial. So it is separated by a plus or minus sign in between. So this whole thing is connected by a plus and minus sign, and the whole thing is called a polynomial. Algebraic terms. Algebraic terms are these ones right here. So part of an algebraic expression. So for example, in this right here, your terms are 2x squared, 4x, and negative 3. So in this case, we have 3 different terms. Okay. A constant. A constant is the number that's not a variable. So the constant is just the number itself. In this case, your constant is negative 3. Okay. Coefficient. People always mix up these two. So make sure you don't mix up these two. Coefficient is the number in front of the variable. So in this case, this term right here, my coefficient is 2. My coefficient here is 4. And my constant here is negative 3. Okay, so the difference between the two. Coefficient is the number in front of the variable, and constant is just the number by itself, no variable. Degree of a term is, we were dealing with exponents. So for this term, 2x squared, the degree is 2 because the exponent right here is 2. In this case, we're at x squared y cubed, we're multiplying in between, right? So when we add the exponents, we get degree 5 because that's the total degree of that term. Similarly, xy cubed, xy squared, you add the exponents, and so this has a degree 3. Okay, so let's go over some examples right here. What is the degree of this polynomial? So what is the degree of this term? 2. What is the degree of this term? What is the degree of this term? 0. That's right. Degree only applies for variables. So since there's no variable here, it's degree 0. So if I want the degree of the whole polynomial, it's the highest degree from each term, from all the terms, So in this case, this has a degree 2. So x squared has a degree of 2, 2x has a degree of 1, negative 7 has a degree of 0, so I take the highest out of the 3. No, don't add it. Never add. Okay, so here, don't add. Don't add. Okay. What about this one? Degree of this polynomial. What's the degree for the constant 4? What's the degree of this this x cubed? 3. So the degree of this polynomial is 3. That's it. Okay. Yep. Why did I add the here?
In the definition of the term.
Oh, this example will explain. Okay. What's the degree of this term right here? Oh man, my